What's going on? What's going on? I said, what's going on? One time, what's going on? Yo.
What's going on?
Welcome to another edition of Grown Folks Wednesdays. O'Reilly's presents Grown Folk Wednesdays. Every Wednesday, 8:30 on Facebook, in your face. Grab your drink, grab your snacks, have fun, share this video. We're going to have some fun. I'm gonna let my queen right here, Crystal, do some things real quick.
What am I doing?
We're going to open up with a prayer.
Oh, thank you, Lord. Thank you for today. Thank you for life. Thank you for strength. I thank you for everyone that's watching tonight. And thank you for this beautiful meal that I prepared all day long. And I just thank you for a successful show and everyone that's on here, everyone watching, and let the church say
Amen. Amen. Wow, man, I'm excited because you know why?
Why?
We get to do absolutely nothing tonight.
I'm on vacation.
Zero. Zilch,
I'm literally on vacation.
Nada. We get to do absolutely nothing tonight. But before we do absolutely nothing tonight, we're going to do our drink of the day. Hey, there it is. We got the rum punch.
Yaman.
And we got some special rum punch. We got some special rum in the house, but this is what it includes right here. My producer came up with this punch. I think he likes rum punch, but it is delicious. If you ever get to go to the Caribbean, this is delicious.
It's the Caribbean.
The Caribbean. So shout out to you, Kendall, for doing that. Also, we're also, as always, we want to give a big shout out to our sponsors. Oh. We got Crystal Shear Salon, 2522 South Women's Street, Raleigh, North Carolina, 919-696-0678. That's 919-696-0678. And we also have Mr. Kendall Nunn Media, KNM, Kendall Nunn Media, logos, flyers, websites, and more. Contact him. Trying to look like Drake. Contact him via all those right there. If you don't know his name, literally just go on our friends list and type in Kendall Nunn. And y'all got some events coming up for the summertime. Hit him up. He's really, really reasonable. He gets the job done fast, efficient, and it's clean. So, I was handing this, by the way. Bamboo, y'all. Shout out to Bamboo. Mambo man. And shout out to our other, we just had a surprise guest step in the building. She's going to make her way around, but shout out to Bamboo. Hashtag Bamboo. We have Miss Marissa Ocampo. Where's she at? Ocampo. Hey! We have Miss Marissa in the building as well. She's just behind the scenes right now. She just came to eat and go to sleep and go to the beach and go to the beach. You know what I mean? That's what folks do when they come up here. But anyway, our introduction of our guest. He's wanted by everybody. He's kind of, man, he makes you laugh.
Oh, he does make me laugh.
He makes you think.
He makes me stop breathing sometimes.
He makes you even want to take a sip of bamboo.
Bamboo man.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Ooh, that's sweet and good.
It smells sweet.
The one and only. The one and only. Mr. M.T. Simmons. Yes. Our guest speaker for the day, for the night. We're going to light a cigarette and relax.
I don't know about that.
This is your show, so you might want to stay near.
Tonight is all about you, sir. We are on vacation. We're going to leave it to the credits to you. And we're going to go with the quotes of the day. So go roll with the quotes of the day. If you can, Mr. Kendall, we're gonna get it popping and locking. What you got? Oh, sorry. No, I'm sorry. My bad. We're gonna bring on the guest first. We got the first guest all the way from Raleigh, North Carolina.
All the way.
All the way from Raleigh, North Carolina. We got two guests all the way from Raleigh, North Carolina. I forgot what high school she went to, but I knew her from church. She joined the church late, but it's all right. She's got a beautiful son. His name's Eric. She goes to my home church, the Living Cathedral of Love, where the pastor is Bishop M.S. Nesbitt. Her name, I ain't gonna say her last name because she don't like her last name. Maya.
Maya.
Maya, let's give it up, y'all, for Maya. Give it up for Maya. Yes.
Hey, welcome, Maya.
Welcome.
Bless your heart. Bless your heart, Crystal. You got to deal with that. Bless your heart.
Bless my heart.
Last and certainly not least, we are blessed to have. But first of all, we're blessed to have this man of wisdom right here. This woman of wisdom right here. Okay, we are blessed to have both of these. But we also have a special guest. She's a ticker talker.
A ticker talker.
TikTok. She got like 200,000 people on TikTok.
I'm so sorry, Maya.
She got
a ticker talker?
No. The next lady coming up, the ticker talker.
Oh,
He's so old. He's so old.
The TikTok. The she got 80,000 followers on TikTok. Instagram, she got like 12 million followers on Instagram. Certainly, last but not least, give it up for Miss Powell. Kira Powell, everybody, give it up. Give it up. Yes. I want to know. Look at this panel. Look at it. Yeah. Give it up this panel.
Ticker talker.
Right. Exactly.
So we're gonna deal with the quotes real quick. We got let's see, how many people we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh my god.
We got 4 quotes.
He just got off work. He needs.
We're missing a quote. We're gonna be missing a quote, y'all. So we apologize in advance for the quote that we're missing. Somebody that's very full of wisdom didn't put their quote in. We don't say no names or anything.
Stay still, MT. Stay still.
So let's roll the quote, baby. Roll the quote. Don't trust everything you see. Even salt looks like sugar.
That's good.
Don't trust everything you see. Even salt looks like sugar. Come on, so I'm gonna say it one more time. Say it with me, right? Don't trust everything you see. Even salt looks like sugar.
That's a message all on itself.
It is.
Okay.
Oh wait, that wasn't sugar. Do anything, but let it produce joy.
Say it again now.
Do it again. I'm sorry. Do anything, but let it produce joy.
Okay.
And that's Walt Whitman. We crossed that bridge the other day.
Okay. All right. All right. Next.
How does one become a butterfly? You have to want to learn to fly so much that you are willing to give up being a caterpillar.
That's
Say it one more time, man. Say it one more time. Say it one more time.
How does one become a butterfly? You have to want to learn to fly so much that you are willing to give up being a butterfly.
Be a caterpillar.
Excuse me, caterpillar. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. That's what
He can read, y'all.
I can read. What comes up school system? I can read.
Okay.
Next quote.
Yes, you are smart. You are kind. You are enough. You are enough for you.
One more time, girl. One more time.
Smart, you are kind. You are enough. You are enough for you.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yes.
I listen every morning to my Snapchat followers. So
She does. And what is that quote from, by the way?
y'all remember? Okay, so y'all remember the help, right?
Yes.
She was like, "You is smart. You is kind.
You was kind."
And it stuck with me. Like it really stuck with me. So
I think it's stuck with a lot of people. You're absolutely right.
Okay, we got one more quote.
Don't do it.
Why you turn this camera off? Darkness, everybody, darkness. Out of the dark, will come to the light.
We'll come
Come to the light.
There you go.
Come to the light.
Come on.
Out of the dark, into the light. That's his quote for the night. That's his quote. Out of the dark and into the light. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been fun. It has been real. Mr. Tyrone Simmons is going to be hosting the show. My guy, bless you. Kira, bless you. Maya, bless you. Single and ready to mother freaking mingle. Let's go. Enjoy the show, ladies and gentlemen. The Rileys are out for now. See ya.
Bye.
Hey, friends.
Hey, MT.
So first of all, I need to get to know you all so we know what kind of playing ground we're on. I'll introduce myself as well. And then we'll get to chatting. Like, it's going to be a good, fun evening. We're all adults. We're having fun. No one is wrong in their opinions. This is just our thoughts. This is how we're navigating life. The easiest way I say it is just like when you travel to a destination, there's more than one way. So who am I to tell you that the way that you took is incorrect? So, Tyrone Simmons, I am a native of North Carolina. Born and raised there. Went to college grew up in Goldsboro, North Carolina. Went to college at North Carolina Central University.
Okay.
Yes, I'm an Eagle, absolutely. Hence the shirt, half Eagle, half
Oh my
ECU
God.
Pirate. So I did my master's degree at ECU. And I have recently relocated to New Jersey. So I'm getting used to this Northern life thing. So I'm an open book. We're going to have fun tonight. I'm going to ask some questions. I want you all to talk about yourself so I know who you are. And yeah, and then we'll get kicking off with some questions. So let's go with you first, Maya. Tell me a little bit more about you.
Oh my gosh. So, of course, as it says, I'm Maya. Born and raised Raleigh, North Carolina. Been here all my life. What else? Oh, I have a 13-year-old son.
Girl,
Take
everything.
Yes, girl, 13. I'm old. Okay, listen. Anyway, yeah, he's 13, takes up money, time, everything. Other than that, I'm pretty much laid back, easy going, easy to get along with. I'm an open book, so I'm just here for a good time.
That's good. Sorry.
All right. And Kira, we want to learn more about you before we get into these questions for the evening.
All
Ooh, gee.
right. So, yes, Kira Powell, also known as KP the Great on Instagram, KP the Great 1988, on Snapchat, KP the Great 5, on TikTok, KP the Great, I don't know, but just look up KP the Great, it'll come up. Okay. Native, born and raised in Raleigh, funny. Again, my mama told me to act right up here, so I'm acting right. Mama, hey mama, hey sis.
Yes, please, please act right.
And we up here to have a good time. Let's get it.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I think the title of our show tonight is Single and Ready to Mingle.
Yes.
So we'll be bringing life to singleness, bringing life to ready to mingle, and life to whatever the next phase of life may be after singleness. So we can talk about everything. So a lot of my questions that I'm going to be asking, I'll try to answer them as well. So that way, kind of give us a basis to kind of start on when we're going through questions and so forth to make it very conversational. And if there's any comments or questions that you all have as well that we might need to expound on, please don't be afraid to ask. We can definitely go more in depth because they want the information. They want the real. So bring your authentic self in this live, and we'll have fun tonight. We'll sip us a few cocktails tonight, and we will have great conversation. So my first question is, I don't have anything to do a drum roll, so don't worry about that sound effect. What traditional rules in dating do you find irrelevant today?
Oh God, oh Lord Jesus.
Yeah. So for me, irrelevant rules would be the roles. So typically dating, the male always paid for food. The male always asked somebody on a date. The male went to go pick somebody up. What the gender basis of roles in dating and even in marriages that has totally become irrelevant because you now have the playing field of women that are very successful in careers, women that bring something to the table. So you're now dating your equal, and not so much in previous times. I feel like they were dating more subordinate. So whoever wants to take it next, let's get it going.
Okay, then.
That's a good one.
It is. Oh, you just gonna put the camera on me? Okay. Yeah, you're right. I do agree. Dating has transformed in 2021, and but I still feel that it has those morals. I myself was born and raised by a Kojic turned Pentecostal woman, and she was very, prim and proper. And the idea that was still instilled in me was, men are there is no equal. We are not equal. We cannot do the same things as a man does because it's simply not something that we can do. I cannot change a tire to save my life. Okay. I cannot, look at a car to say I don't know what I'm looking at under the hood. Okay. And so I was brought up to believe that, my husband was something that I cherished. My husband was something that I submitted to. And because my mother submitted to my father. And so I I agree because, these days you are right. There is an equal, but at the same time, we have to understand as women, we can tap into our feminine energies and we can always be feminine, and we don't always have to be strong. We don't always have to be a man's equal because in a lot of senses we are not their equal. We cannot do a lot of things that they can do. So I still believe, you know, you're paying for my everything. Okay, you're
Mhm.
paying for you're paying the rent. You're providing. You are a provider. And if you want to take it just a little biblical, come on, DCL, try a little bit. The woman, the woman was a helpmate. In the beginning, she was a helpmate. That's what her purpose was. And I still believe that my purpose is to help my mate and to help him, look through life and go through life and maneuver through life. Now, if he don't know how to maneuver through life, then no, yeah, I'm being the neck. But he is the head, but I'm being the neck so I can maneuver. We can maneuver together. So yeah, I feel like they still the head, but we the neck. So
Well, you brought up an interesting point that I have to dig into for just a moment.
dig deep.
Yeah, so you were talking about how in your structure hierarchy, the man is the head, the woman is the neck, is the way
Yeah.
you described it. Let's take an example. You also described that you said that a man is going to be a provider. He's going to take care of everything.
Yes.
Would you turn away a man because he made less than you? You hold on social media, you're doing great. You're making $200,000 a year. You run into somebody that's making $50,000, but he is the perfect mate for you. How do
Yes.
you address and move forward from that?
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yeah. No, you're not. I have to turn it down. Because here's the thing. If I am, sir, get out. If I am, what if I get sick, or what if I'm having a baby? What if you are the type that, don't want our babies to go to daycare? I still have to go. I can't go to work. So I have to depend on you to equal two households, two incomes. So if we make, we can make 50,000 rock, we can, but we can't, you know. I need you to at least try to get. I can't. I'm so sorry, y'all.
It's
And I might
okay.
be a
It's
little
okay.
bougie. I might be a little high maintenance, but
Very high maintenance.
This is your reality.
I mean,
Very high.
I mean, you know, I understand that they can't do everything, but I can't either. Okay, I've been doing a whole bunch as a single mother of 11 years. I've been doing a whole bunch by myself, and honestly, I am tired. I'm very tired. And I want someone to say, you know what, babe, I got you. Just be there for me. Just be there emotionally. A lot of men need to know that their woman is there emotionally, and that can do it for them. That really can. I
So
feel like that
let's.
can do it for them.
So, okay. So I like your idea. You're thinking. Very, very traditional, but nothing's wrong with
Very
tradition. Let's
traditional.
just say that. Nothing's wrong with tradition. So back to the same scenario. You're making 200K, he's making 50K, right?
Mhm.
You're saying that you want a man that can take, like, you feel like if you fall in hard times, you're there, you're holding things up, right? Typically, you have a career, you all have been saving. The $200,000 in my mind, you've saved money along the way. So if baby's coming along the way, you have some type of savings to fall upon.
Yep.
You mentioned things like that you want a man to be able to take care of things. But what if he can take his 50K plus your 200K and take care of everything? Set you all up financially. It's a partnership.
I could have did that by myself. I don't need no man to do that then.
So
I
you're
coulda did that
single.
by myself.
Are
What
you
am I-
single
what
and
am I
ready to
here
mingle,
for
or
if
single
I-
and ready to stay?
Yeah, I stay single if I have 200K and you're not wanting to. I'm gonna do that by myself. I'm trying to not
I'm
to
coming
cuss.
Okay. I'm gonna go to Maya real quick, and we're gonna come back to this and dig in a little bit more. It's always an interesting topic. So
My mama told me to act right.
no, and there's no wrong answers on tonight's show. Like, no wrong answers. We're getting opinions and perspectives.
Yeah, but
What are your thoughts, Maya?
I understand that, and a lot of women have this mindset now that if I'm making 200K, what do I need a man for? If I have a good bullet and my money, I'm good, respectively. But the man is there. He's there. He can provide, and a lot of men will say, you know what, that makes me feel a little bit less than a man because why can't I? Why you saying that I can't provide? You know what I'm saying? So I want him to feel like he is a provider. I'm not going to slip no money underneath a table for him to provide dinner for me.
Why are you slipping money on that table? This is 2021.
As far as like a dinner, I'm not
Okay.
slipping no man money.
Y'all have an account, a credit card, or something y'all sharing. That shouldn't be an exchange happening at the table. There should be systems in place where that type of thing wouldn't have to happen.
You're right. We don't have to.
So that means you're
I'm not cash apping you. Can you send me $20, little mama? No, I can't send you $20, little daddy. I'm so sorry.
Or what if it was a partnership? Y'all had a conversation that said this checking account or this amount of money is you've allotted for dating. We both have the same debit card to this account. So when we go to dinner, it doesn't matter who's paying. At the end of the day, it's coming out of the same account. If you wanted to make him feel like the man, he could present his card and pay for it, handle everything. That's what's going on in your household. To the public eye, they would never know he was anything less.
And let me say this. You're right. Now, my mom did. You're right. My mom did have a little account to the side in case this man fudged up just a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I get that. But I feel like as a man, it makes them feel more of a man to provide. It makes them want to provide. It makes them feel like, you know what, I need to do this because this woman is taking care of house, she's taking care of home. If I am taking care of house, taking care of home, because if I'm an influencer, just as I am, I'm home, and I need that home needs to be taken care of.
Okay, so do this for me, Kendall. Put Whitney's comment back up if you can.
Hi, Whitney.
Okay, and stay there. Kira, read that real quick. We're gonna let Maya
Who said a
chime
man
in,
is
and
to
then we're gonna come back
provide
to this
just
comment because I think
financially?
this is key here.
He ain't supposed to provide financially. He's supposed
See,
to
here
provide.
you answered before time. You answered
Right,
before
you're not
time.
Oh,
You got
listening.
to let
sorry.
Maya speak now.
Sorry.
Okay, so let
Talk
me
to me,
back up.
Maya.
Okay, let me back up a little bit. See, I'm a mix of both. Like, yes, I can do it myself, but I also want that man to be there to provide.
Mhm.
See, I'm old school and I'm all for, submission. So, of course, if I see that this particular man or whoever it may be is not able, to do that, then of course, I'm gonna go find somebody else. But there are a lot of women that are very, very headstrong because, I can only speak for myself, I'm headstrong, but I'm also willing to give that man a chance to do what he's supposed to do or what they say men are supposed to do as far as being the provider, being the protector and stuff like that. But when the time comes, whoever it is, that particular man will also know that, okay, my wife or my significant other is also able to step in and get the job done. To tap into what Whitney said, it's not a man's job to just provide financially. There are other things out there that men are supposed to do. Like I said, be the protector. Be there physically, mentally,
There you go.
emotionally. So I kind of agree with what Kira was saying, but then again, I don't because I'm a mix of both. But she's a little bit more headstrong, which I get that. But I mean, granted, I'm a single mother as well. But when the time comes, oh, best believe my husband is going to be the head of the household. But he will also know that, oh, my wife's a go-getter as well. So I think that's why a lot of people, well, let me not say that. I think that's why some in our age bracket are, I don't want to say stuck, but that's what's coming to mind. I think that's why they're stuck on, oh, I'm gonna be single until such because I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that. Well, that's why you're single, because you're not willing to do it.
Well, and until then, I don't think that it's a matter of a woman being strong or weak. Again, we have to tap it. A lot of women are so strong and they don't know how to be
Right.
anything else but strong. They were raised by a strong single mother. A lot of us were raised by a strong single mother for a few years. My mom was a single mother. Dad was in and out. Okay, but he was still head of the household. When he came home, she said, "Okay, you got it." But at the same time, we have to understand that a lot of women don't know how to tap into their feminine energy and don't know how to just kind of sit back and see what a man is going to do. If a man is pushed enough, he will do what he needs to do to provide. And I believe, yes, Whitney, it is a partnership. Actually, you become one. It's not a partnership. A partnership is a business transaction. If I was in business, yes, a partnership is a business transaction. This ain't no business. This is love. This is something that you become one in. So it never becomes his versus mine. It becomes ours. It becomes, like you said, one joint account. You know, although my mama had some on the side, she was just a little bit smart. She knew that man wasn't gonna do right. He liked his little drinks and stuff, but she made him circle right on back and say, "Hey, yeah, you can have your drinks, but we need to take care of home." And
So
he
walk
he
me through.
circled back.
You made the point. My Whitney just put up that it was a 50% partnership, which I mean not 50%. It's a partnership, which I think is very, very key.
Hey,
And
girl.
it sounds like you are teetering and toddling with the idea of there's a percentage base and there's a partnership base. Part of your answer says when it comes financially, it is you got to be above me and I'm beneath you. But when it comes to the marriage piece, It sounds like some of your emotional needs, you're saying it's a 50-50 thing. Like we're both bringing something to the table. So I say all of that to say is in my mind, my thought process is, if I'm the man in a relationship and my partner, wife, everything I don't make as much as they do, I feel like my job as the male is to be the visionary. I'm going to carry the vision for what this house is going to have, what our next is going to be. I'm going to bring my vision to my partner, my spouse, to make sure they're aware of what the vision is, to make sure we're both aligned and locked in on what the vision is.
That's right. We have to.
However we get there, whether we ride this wave of 4 years of you making $200,000 and another 4 years of me making $200,000, we flip-flopping 50. However we get there is how we get there. I think sometimes we get so focused on these preliminary things, we eliminate people off of small things, and we're not looking at so much of the character and the potential of a person. And sometimes character does not exist in $200,000 and $500,000 people.
Listen, potential don't pay bills. Potential don't pay bills. Potential don't pay bills.
Okay. I'll give you an example that I spoke with one of my coworkers about, right? Okay. And so it sounds like in this scenario, you would have eliminated this guy that is now her husband. I'm gonna walk you through this scenario. So basically when they got married, they were both on the same playing ground. Weren't making much, maybe 40, 50,000. What they did in their partnership is they said, hey, this is your time. I want you to go full-fledged in your career. Told it to her husband. Go full-fledged. Went, got a 6-figure job. Right? Sustained that career. They had kids, right? So now they have the family stable. He's saying, hey, babe, it's your time. I am going to support you in your career. I want you to step up to be above 6 figures. And they keep riding this wave of stepping and stepping. But in your scenario, you would have eliminated this guy because at the moment you met him, he was lesser than you. Because you didn't lock into the partnership piece. You had your thing going, and I don't want to deal with nobody that don't make what I make. But truth being told, the people I know making 6 figures, the people that are wealthy, do a lot of them have integrity.
But here's the thing. Here's what I've learned in my experience. A lot of men that are making, let's say the man at the gas station or the man at Food Lion, he's gonna get at me. He's gonna try. He really has. He's gonna get in my DMs and say, hey, blah 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 blah. But he's going to realize, okay, this woman is up here, and I'm down here. To get to this woman, I need to be up here. So I'm not even going, this is my experience in people that's trying to, pursue me.
Describe get up here. What does this get up here part?
A lot of get to I don't have no level, honestly. Listen, I'm still waiting.
But put a description so people understand what they're leveling up to.
But here's I guess when you look at my parents, let's say if you just look at my parents, you look at what's going on here. Don't get this fooled because this is I'm still in the projects. I'm still off the Capitol. But I'm just saying. Listen, the guys that approach me, Ray, shut your mouth. The guys that approach me, they approach me. They do. However, I don't go long term. They don't go long term with me. I actually get ghosted because they feel like this woman may be potentially something bigger than I am. They.
Hey, best friend.
Hey, friend. Hey, friend. This woman is probably bigger than me. This woman, because I dress all the time.
Okay, let's go to Maya real quick. Hold on, Kira.
This is
go to Maya real quick.
Hold on. But I mean, you never know. Just because let me use your analogy. Just because he's not a peer,
they don't get at anybody.
He may, but who's to say? But who's to say he may be the one for you? Like
exactly.
But you done gave him the boot already. You done gave him the boot already.
No, they gave her the boot.
A whole bunch of I work with a whole bunch of mechanics. All that they look at me and they just say, you know what, I can't have her because I'm not to par with what she represents. I'm not to par. But when I get to par, I'm going to try to get at her. When I get to par, I'm going to go and pursue her. If they are not, in my experience, if they are not in a financial, a correct financial to them, if they don't feel financially or even mentally stable, they are not going to. They're not going to get at me, and that's just plain and simple. They're
Hold on
not
one
going
second.
because of the way I look.
Kira, you gonna stop? I'm gonna mute you.
I'm sorry.
Bloop.
My mama said, act right.
Kendall, mute her.
Bloop.
So Ray had something that he wanted to say, so I want to let him come in for a sec. Just say.
Welcome to Grown Folks Wednesdays.
Welcome back.
This is what we do, y'all. This is what we do. Hey, I got something to say. So check this out. This is a real life scenario. We were single at one time and we were ready to mingle. She made a hell of a lot more money than I did.
I didn't care about that.
Okay.
I didn't care about.
It's okay to sip your wine. Get your drink. There you go. It's okay. I'm telling y'all, ladies out there, it is okay.
It's perfectly fine.
It is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
You know one thing I had that she didn't have? Now she's got it though. You know one thing I had she didn't have? Insurance.
Help the people, Ray. Help the people.
Ray, so y'all have a arranged marriage for health insurance?
No. No, I'm just saying.
Help us understand. I know Crystal was smarter than that.
No, I don't care about that.
No.
Right.
I it depends on the man's state of mind and what he's ready for.
Yep.
And what he's, because she said it, what he's mentally ready for. And it's also about what you want as well.
That's right.
So I just wanted love. I don't need your money.
I need love.
I don't need your money. I got my own money.
Money's always been an
afterthought to me.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
Oh.
What about Wednesday, baby?
Thank you. We
It's
need
that
that
bamboo, y'all. It's that bamboo. Oh, we got Amber Love Patterson. It's okay. You want a rider and a partner to grow with you. Absolutely.
Yes. Together.
Yes.
I didn't care what he had. I didn't care about his checkbook or nothing.
Did you care how much? Did you care how bad I smelled?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, you didn't care about my checkbook, but you saw that Infinity though.
No, nobody cared about your.
No, I didn't have an Infinity. I had a no. Did I have?
No, when we went on our first date, I don't even know. I don't care about that. It doesn't matter because I don't care.
Right.
Bamboo carrying
bamboo. No. But all jokes aside, I'm gonna let you get back to it, MT. We're gonna log out again. But no, This is coming from a man that has went through the struggle, went through the pain, went through everything. God wants you to focus on you first. Every woman is out here, trying to get, I want to get him. I want to do him. I ain't got time for him. I ain't got time for this. No, ladies, God's saying, hey, look at the woman in the mirror, focus on you, and then I'm going to send you somebody. Come on, Sade. Where you at, Sade? Get you a list, ladies. Get you a list. Be very specific on what you want.
Yeah, and don't be dramatic.
Don't be dramatic, okay? Okay, guys will fall back if you want to give them that.
Absolutely.
Oh, Scotty. Shout out to Scotty. He does
that.
photography, by the way, in Raleigh, North Carolina. All right, cut me off.
But Kira, that's a good point because that was what my thought process was. With guys that you're talking to, are they realizing that you're presenting this presentation of yourself? And nothing's wrong with it. Don't get me wrong. It's a confident walk. But is that walk intimidating to them? Does that walk seem like you're at a place where you're willing to walk alongside with me? Or is it a walk of like, I'm here, you need to match this, and that's the end of the story? Like it's the difference between the walk of confidence and the walk of humbleness. And I'm not saying that you're not. You're on mute, Sheila. You're on mute.
Right.
Not saying that you're not, but it can come off as intimidation to other people. And at the end of the day, we're single for a reason and we're ready to mingle. So we're looking for the ways to uncover what that process looks like. Kendall, unmute her.
I'm for real. She is.
Okay. I ain't ready to mingle. I ain't ready.
You're not ready to what?
I completely agree.
Did you say you're not ready to mingle?
I ain't ready to mingle. Don't DM me. Don't be in my DMs. Please don't, because y'all ain't ready.
So never mind.
I'm ready to mingle, but mingle with the right person.
Question number 2, MT. Because she does.
It is. Again, the way
Kendall, walk me
I
to question number
was
4.
raised.
Oh, not 4.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Wait, Maya.
Let's talk about this. So, what do you enjoy most about being single?
And
And
honey,
I'll start off by answering this question. What I enjoy most is having the ability to make my own life schedule. Like if I want to get up right now and drive out of town or fly out of town, I can do it. There's no check-in here, no check-in there. There's a lot of flexibility with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have to start looking at things from both lenses because some things can be a gift and some things can be a curse. So in preparing yourself through your singleness, I'm looking at this as also a curse because when it's time for the long-term relationship, I'm now having to go in this place of like, okay, I'm going here. I want you to know that I'm safe here. This is my schedule. This is just what my life is. And people know my life. Like my friends will tell you, I will pop up and be in another city in a heartbeat. I'll be done, and I'll talk to them and forget to tell them like, hey, I'm going here to this city. I forget to tell my parents, like, your emergency contact when you're single is your parents.
Right.
I forget to tell them sometimes I'm going out of town. So for me, my biggest advantage is also a curse as well. What about you, Maya?
I would have to say that as well. And what Crystal said, not answering to anyone, like you said, just hitting what you want to do and not have to worry about, like you said, checking in and stuff like that. But like you said, you can get comfortable, very comfortable doing that, and you'll be comfortable to the point where when you start dating, it's like
that. It's a communication issue.
Yeah, that person is not there. So communicating with anybody right now, that's what I enjoy.
I'm thinking. Hold on. I'm thinking.
Don't think.
And while you're thinking,
to the next question.
It was funny because I was talking to my cousin about one of his employees. He was like, sometimes the employee wakes up and it's a call center based environment, and he was saying like the person answers the phone and they're just like acting like they're just woke up and they're in their sleepy voice. I said, you have to understand with single folk, our first time we speak to somebody is when we get to the office. So we've literally gotten out of the bed, got dressed. We rode in the car. We have not talked to a soul. The first speaking voice we're probably giving is when we get to work. So just be understanding of that. So it's just like that awareness. It's like some people need to understand what single people go through. Because I don't have the kid to run after when emergency appointments happen. I don't have the spouse to run after. So like I feel like that's wasted time for me, wasted sick time. Because I don't get that opportunity. So it just has to get in this curse. Kira, I feel like you have something to say now.
No, I'm still trying to think what I like about being single. I don't like none of it. Listen, I like being single. Granted, I like, no. Well, okay.
For you to hate it so bad, why are you turning down so many people?
Because listen, let me tell you who's in my DM. They're over 50. Okay.
You try to get that Social Security.
That's what I'm saying to you. I don't want it, but I'm thinking about it now because the men under 30 just don't want to do right. They don't want. They think that I need to pay for the date, and I still feel like I really honestly still feel like we need to go back to the old way because everything right now is fudged up. Like relationships are really bad. But my love language is physical touch. My love language is communication. So I honestly have to send out a good morning. Fudged, yes. I can't cuss. My mama said that right. I honestly send out good morning text. Honestly, I want to be someone's first thought. It feels good to be someone's first thought. It feels welcoming to be someone's, hey, I'm thinking about you.
You in a relationship and I'm asking you what you like about being single.
For real, she don't. I'm confused.
Don't walk away from my question.
I'm trying to figure out.
I'm confused.
I like
Do we need to skip the question and come back?
We're gonna come back.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay, we're gonna come back to
I
that.
go on dates by myself. I do go out on dates by myself currently.
You enjoy that? Do you enjoy that?
I enjoy getting to know myself. I do. I enjoy getting to know what I want versus what I don't want. I enjoy looking at couples, looking at them, and they arguing, or a couple over here is doing something else, and I'm like, okay, I don't want that, but I do want that. I enjoy that. I enjoy knowing what I want versus what I don't want.
Okay.
That's
so key thing I want you to remember is that marriage is not wrapped in perfection.
You're right.
It's not. And you'll find some of the strongest couples will tell you about some of those strong struggle moments where they almost split street. And God and prayer and renewed minds pull them back together. So I think it's kind of like this false reality that we have. And it's because I think television plays a huge role into it. There's a lot of dating, there's Married at First Sight. We got, Ready to Love. There's Black Love. And so we're looking at all these examples and people are painting these pictures that it's like this beautiful, oh my God, it's just going to fall right into my lap. And it doesn't. It doesn't. I think about what was the movie? It was a movie that came out where, I forgot the name of it, but the guy had shot a cop and he was with a girl. And they didn't like each other at first, but they ended up getting along. What was the name of that movie?
I know what you're talking about. I know.
Somebody in the comments, let me know what that movie is.
Yeah,
At the end of it, they ended up falling in love based on just struggling together. But somebody knows this movie name that I can't think of. But when I think about long-term relationships, there are those waves that you don't know whether you're coming or going. There's those waves where people are evolving. So people in your 30s, it's almost like, because I'm in my 30s now, I feel like 30s is the self-awareness age. Like you played in your 20s, but 30s is where I'm self-aware, I'm holding myself accountable, and I'm working on that me. Remember, it's a 10 years of being in your 30s. So for you to go to a 30-year-old and say, I need you to run down this list and have X, Y, and Z together, that to me doesn't sound plausible because their process of self-awareness hasn't fully come to loop. Yeah. Right? And they're getting there. It's really I think it's really like, as we're looking at relationships and dating, is like, for me, it's spiritual. It's like asking God, is this something I can handle? Is this something that you see me in long term? My biggest prayer in dating and relationships is, God, get rid of it if it's not your will. Like, take the attraction, everything away, get rid of it. Or end it. Just end it. Like, I'm cool with that. And I operated in that mindset knowing that God had my back the entire time. Like I wasn't alone in the process. So it brings me to my next question and saying all of that because there's so many ways to date, right? You can literally date from your phone, on Tinder, swipe left, swipe right. Friends can set you up on blind dates. You can be at the grocery store on aisle 3, looking at cereal and somebody, is attracted and they spark up a conversation. You could be with your friends and friends of friends see you. So there's so many ways of dating. But the bigger thing is that we also want to think, why don't y'all got the comment section, but nobody knew my movie?
It's popping. I saw it. It was popping, but nobody knows the movie.
Queen and
me and my homegirls.
Queen and Slim.
That's the name of the movie. That movie. Oh. That's it.
Yes, our great producer.
Yes.
Let's take Queen and
that
Slim.
Movie. So it was a process that literally brought them together. They weren't attracted to each other. Right. But through the process, through riding the waves, it was a beautiful love story at the end. Well, not the end, but it was beautiful how love evolved over time. Yeah. So it brings my next question. With dating and so many dating apps and so many ways to date, how do you all handle getting ghosted? If someone ghosts you, do you need closure? Why or why not?
No, hell no. I don't need no damn closure. I mean, I'm not muted.
You're not no closure. So you done said it. So I don't think Kira might can answer that because I've never been ghosted.
Kira,
Honey,
can I
I've
come
been
down your
ghosted a
street
whole
real
lot of
quick?
times.
What street you on? You on Powell Street. I'm
been the
coming down
one.
Powell Street.
Yeah, I've been the one doing the ghosting. But go ahead.
Okay,
I've
so
been ghosted, honey.
I'm coming down Powell Street, and then we're gonna come up your street, Maya. So, Kira, Powell Street, you're saying that they ghosted you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was the
It's the intimidation thing for me.
So here's the way I want us to look at the ghosting piece. Like, it's the gift in disguise. And the gift in disguise is if the person can ghost you, you ask them the question and they can answer as to why they ghosted you, it leaves you open to an ability of feedback. Feedback is going to be your biggest gift in dating and relationships. Connecting with people, understanding their experiences, letting them speak life into you. Marriage as well is one of the biggest gifts. Feedback is just that. And so ghosting is that gift and that curse. It's the gift because if the person has ghosted you and you send a message and they're willing to say, hey, this is why I did this, accept it for what it is. That was their experience of you. Which also have to do why you're single is this a pattern? Because 30s, remember, we're breaking patterns and generational curses. Like, I have to start addressing this stuff mentally. Like, this is stuff that I'm self-aware now. You've brought it to my attention. I'm self-aware of what I do with that information. And so for you, Kira, they ghost you, but I would challenge you to send a message and see if they would say as to why they did it.
Because I don't care.
She care.
I really, honestly, at this point, I have understood that I am in intimidation. A lot of my exes have told me, they're intimidated by me. And
so have you heard their feedback on how you could possibly appear softer but still strong?
But I don't appear as a strong woman. I'm not one of these strong, independent Black women that can do anything by themselves, and I ain't need no man to do nothing for me. I'm not one of those people. I don't come to them as that woman. I come to them very humbly, keeping up with my communication, keeping up with, hey, good morning, making sure that you are having a good day, just checking in.
So a person ghosted you for doing all of that.
A person ghosted me for doing all of that. Do you want me to ask them why?
I would be curious to know why.
I want to know why.
Because here's the thing. Here's what you're doing. We trying to get to Florida. I'm from New Jersey to Florida. You've been driving 95 north from North Carolina when you should have been driving 95 south. But you never stopped and asked for directions, never stopped for clarification. You done went through DC, Philly, and wondering when is Florida coming? Like, is 95 gonna loop around and go back down?
That's up.
Right. So you've been going up north. But you didn't ask me any feedback. Like you literally, you got mad, got in the car, and just drove up north. Never asked a question. And then you're wondering why you can't come back down south to where Florida is and get to that destination of destiny.
Here's my current scenario. Okay. I'm on Hinge and Bubble.
Okay.
Where's the camera? I'm on Hinge and Bubble.
Whitney, be ready. I'm coming for you next.
Oh my God.
Okay. And so my current situation, I was talking to this guy, we were communicating. He said, cool, can we exchange numbers? Cool. Yes, we can exchange numbers. And once I exchanged my numbers, was it today? It was a few days ago. Was having a whole bunch of stuff happening. My apartment flooded, a whole bunch of stuff just happening. After that day, I said, I'm so sorry, my communication kind of lacked today. This, that, and the third happened. Okay. I said something. I said a joke. And the last communication that he said was LOL. I don't know how to respond to LOL.
Good morning.
There's no response to LOL.
Good morning.
Correct. There's no response to LOL. So that was his opportunity to say, because we were getting to know each other. That was his opportunity to ask me a probing question. That was his opportunity because I, on Bumble, Wait, Hinge or Bumble? I have to initiate. I get my stuff. Shut up, Maya. On Bumble, I have to initiate the conversation. I'm good at initiating a conversation. I have no problems with initiating.
You've never met him in person, right?
Huh? No, we never met in person.
Okay. So all of these are basically your point of view assumptions without his perspective being spoken.
This is just conversations.
Right. So here's the road you're going down. I'm communicating with you, and I'm holding you accountable to the way that I want you to communicate with me. So all the rules of what I expect in communicating, I'm now putting those rules as a basis on that person without understanding how that person communicates, which is more of a face-to-face conversation.
And you know what? I did a post about that. I said in regards to communication, that should be a second conversation. How do you communicate? What is your day like? You don't have to say, how do you communicate? You can say, what does your day look like? What does your day-to-day schedule look like? Can you communicate on a level
You're locking
that I
him
can
in.
communicate?
You're locking him in. You're scaring him. You're locking him in and you're scaring him.
I'm scaring him.
That would scare me. And I'll tell you why. Remember, I'm single. One of the biggest things I enjoy about being single is my flexibility. Not having to answer to nobody.
Okay, well then why are you even in my DM?
But remember, I am single until I find the right one.
Okay, so why are you in my DM?
But the point I'm making is, you are trying to dictate and tell me what my single status is. This is my perspective on what single status is. You can't come in and dictate and tell me how you want me to communicate with you, trying to tell me what I want to communicate with you. It's too control. You would run a man off from that. You would run me off.
Here's the thing. Again, I said a joke. He said LOL. I'm fine with double texting. I don't have a problem with double texting. I don't. However, why can't you? What is the problem with you saying, "Hey, how was your day?" We went a few hours without communicating, and then he sends me a text and says,
Read Scott comments. Scott is answering.
Okay, can I interject?
Come on, Whitney. Mute Kira real quick so Whitney can speak.
Can I interject?
Yes.
Hey.
You on the camera.
Oh, now
we want to hear you. Come on, Whitney.
Okay.
Whitney. I want to get that. It's Whit. I think it is.
What is your longest relationship?
You want us all three to go up? For me, 18 months.
Oh, no. Y'all frozen.
It's your connection. Sure, we're not frozen over here.
Hold on, let me see if I can get this. Not to if I can get better reception. Hold up.
She gonna come on my live and ask me a question, and then her internet gonna go out. Whitney, I'm gonna need you to fix that for you come on this good here live.
No, MT, don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, okay. I'm just gonna pour a refill. Okay, so she's off. I'll answer that question. For me, it's 18 months. What about you, Kira? You're on mute, but you can unmute. You pressed it, but then you put it back. Maya, what's your longest?
4 years.
Okay.
Oh, hell.
What's your longest, Kira?
Dang, how long did how long?
All right, there we go. Hey, guys. All right, I'm back.
4 years?
Whitney, we can't see you. We can't. Okay, now we can see you.
Was that 4
So
years?
just to bring you in on what happened while you were working on your connection.
4 years?
I'm 18 months. Maya's 4 years. And Kira, you're how long?
Undecisive.
4 years.
4 years.
Undecisive.
3 to 4 years. I need one too, Travis. I'm trying to call my son to get my bottle. I don't know. Hold on.
Is your brain stuck? Oh, Jesus. Oh, you're doing too much. Mute her.
Go ahead.
But Whitney, the floor is yours. You were asking us some questions, so we want to make sure we're addressing those.
Okay, hopefully I got like a billion kids on my internet connection, so I guess it keeps fluctuating. I'm sorry about.
Okay.
But okay, my question is, what is your longest relationship?
Me, she, me, her, Whitney.
Yes,
We determined that it was 3 to 4 years.
3 to 4 years. Okay, no, I didn't. Okay, so is that
We'll come
in the
back to
last
how
three
we
to
got a
four years?
range on that number, but go ahead.
No,
Right,
no,
we're gonna cut. Right, we're gonna have. So,
I don't know.
so have you been in dating like? I'm trying to get to something. So, are you just dating currently right now? For
Yes,
over the last year? Okay.
yes.
Are you finding yourself actually running into the same type of men and the same type of issues over and over?
Um, no.
No. So if you had to say, what is your biggest issues in reference to men? Because I heard all y'all said earlier in reference to money and things like that nature, but I had to go. My wife made dinner, so I had to get off. So I really wanted to go back to that, but I know you guys have moved on from what you think a man's supposed to do and what he's not supposed to do and how whatever. And I also heard Maya talk about how she's old school, and I get that because my mother is old school as well. And I've had these same conversations with her too, because I feel like you guys have really unreal. This is my perception that sometimes, especially for our men, we have unrealistic expectations for them, and that we expect them to do certain things that we aren't doing ourselves. Number one, um, because I'm trying to figure out, especially with some of these girls, these women nowadays who say they need to have a man that can do this, that, and the third. But I'm asking y'all, what are you bringing to the table to have a man to be able to do that? And I could have sworn that marriage, relationships, and things of that nature was a partnership, and that one person doesn't have to make one over the other. So I'm
Mhm.
thinking about it like this, because my mom said something to me that I thought was asinine. And my thing with her was, she was just like, if I make such and such amount of money and he makes such and such amount of money, and I don't want to have to live in a particular domicile because I have to live where he can afford. And I
Yeah.
looked at her and I was like, have you lost your mind? So I'm gay and I'm married, and so I am the breadwinner. So I would be basically considered the male in the relationship. But I look at it and I'm just like, my thought process is, if I make $20 million a year and you're a teacher and you make $50,000 a year, I am going to look at you differently and go, well, I only can live in a house that is a couple of $100,000 instead of living in a multi-million-dollar mansion, because I can technically afford it, but because you can't afford it, live. That's dumb. Because
Well,
I
let's
couldn't
find
see.
another term for that word. We don't want to call nobody dumb on the show tonight. We could just call it different.
You're a little different. You're a little special.
You broke up a little bit, huh?
It ain't me, Whit. It ain't me. You just
You
told me
look
I
you
know
got
it's
some
me.
people in your connection.
I
I'm just
know.
messing with
I know it's me. I know
you.
it's me.
So what
What'd
we
you-
don't want to call somebody dumb, because we want to keep the conversation open to where people feel free to kind of share. Kira's
No, I
perspective
said
might be
the
different from
situation.
yours. I wouldn't say she's
Got
dumb.
it.
I would just say she's different.
No. I. So what I'm talking about that is dumb is not the person, but the situation.
Right,
But
but the
here's the
situation
thing.
is Kira's
You said that
thoughts.
you have children. Would you
Mhm.
want your children to live in Southgate, where a whole bunch of children that are getting killed, or a whole bunch of because that's what he can afford? Would you want your children to be at that minimum? A lot of people want their children to be a little bit better than what they lived in. Listen, I was born on the south side. Sanders is like uh, around the corner from the church, on around the corner
Mhm.
from Southgate. I'm straight South Side, okay? But my mom wanted more, so
I'm
she
yeah.
wanted
So
more.
I think you're
right.
feeding into her
So
point. That's the point she's making.
yeah, that's the point I'm making, love. Because
Don't
well,
limit
for my
yourself. Yeah. Go ahead,
right,
Whit. I'm sorry.
my so for my children, of course, if they married, first of all, my children have trust funds, so that's they gonna live great anyway.
Right.
But but if they decided to marry somebody, okay, so my daughter is dating someone who, okay, so my children have trust funds, so my children already have millions of dollars.
Hmm.
She is dating someone who is does not have that, and so when she started dating this person, a lot of people told her, "You can't date Whitney Guyton's daughter. You've lost your mind. You can't go over that house. You don't have enough." And once they met us, and I was like, "Baby, as long as you have a plan of for life, as long as you know what you're doing, and that you are not just out here, bopping around and not having some type of plan, I don't care if you got 20 cents in your pocket, as long as you're going to treat my daughter with respect,
Right.
as long as you can take, she's not taking care of you in the sense of you're leeching off of her and you can hold your own. Yeah, you may not have as much money as Imani Guyton has, but what does that mean at the end of the day when you have love, respect, and loyalty? So
Those
she,
things are not tied. Hold on, let's stop there because those things are
They don't
not
pay
tied into
bills.
a salary. They're
And they
not
don't pay
tied into
bills.
finances.
absolutely.
It's what you build as a person as character. And remember, character will take
Yep,
you far further than salary and money and financial things. So I feel
every
like we get
time.
lost on this tangent of like, oh, they got to provide, they got to make more than me. But
Mm-hmm.
what is the value of those characteristics that are not
What is the
that are
value of those
invaluable?
characteristics? Would you like to be
More
miserably
wisdom.
happy or happily miserable?
Hold
Well, you
on
can't be
now.
miserably
Whoa,
happy.
Wait a minute. But
Would you
Ex-
like to be
Maya, go
happily
ahead, baby.
miserable or
who's
miserably
the,
happy?
who, but who's okay? But who's to say? That's the thing. That's my thing. Who's to say you're
You're
going to
right.
be miserable because your mate
And the look
makes less than you?
in
Come on,
society
Maya.
eyes, you
Come
look
on.
it looks like you're miserable, but you're
But
happy. Like I said,
you're looking at the wrong people because I
right.
know people. Prime example. Let me bring it. Let me tie it in tonight. Prime
Okay.
example. The Rileys. That's a perfect example right there. Like it doesn't. Crystal specific blatantly said like that didn't matter to her. All of those characteristics that Ray carried mattered to her. That's
There
why
you
she
go.
chose, that's why she chose to say yes. But
Character is worth more
you
than
can't
money.
right.
Ex-
You can't keep looking. You can't keep looking at what somebody else is doing.
where are they?
Because
But
if
where
you
are
do that,
they?
listen,
But where are they?
that's why I always say your food gonna get cold watching what's on my plate. You
so
can't
let's equate something.
you
Okay.
can't do that because they're not always miserable because for one, they have that partnership. They already know, like, okay, babe, I know you don't do this, do that. They come together, as one.
They
Right. So
come to
marriage is supposed
one.
to be supposed to be a partnership. Now, I will say this. Now, it's the difference when we're talking about people who are destitute or that are not trying to live their higher self.
That's what
Mhm.
I'm
And
that's what
we're
I'm
not.
getting to. What if their potential does not come to a potential to a head? What if they don't they have the potential?
Who's
I've had
evaluating his
so many
potential though?
people
Yeah, that's
that
Remember,
character.
you
are
married
I've
when
dated
you
for
go to the altar with the
potential.
person
I've said,
and
you
you
know what? I'm gonna let you, let's do this. Let's try to get this thing going. I've helped people come, I've been there. I've been that person to say, you know what, I'm gonna stick with you in this situation.
Okay.
I'm gonna do
Kara,
it.
okay. So I
But
guess my
that
thing.
potential did not go anywhere. They
But see, the
still
thing that's a character. But see that you're talking based on character because listen. All right. So when I've we've been
yep.
together 17 years. 17 years, right? I wasn't a millionaire 17 years ago, but my potential and then my doing show that we can go further. So that is a character
Whitney,
situation.
she would have walked all over you. She would have walked. She wouldn't have been interested. You didn't have more than her. I mean, you had less than her at the time of
Yeah,
initial meeting,
but guess what?
and
But here's
that's
the thing. Now,
scary.
and that's scary
That's
because
how
guess
our
what? Now,
society thinks.
now I got more than you.
Right.
So you can't. You have to look at it like when you talk about somebody and their potential. There's a lot of people out here that have potential, but do they have the
Right.
wherewithal to take
Systems, the
that
right support.
potential and those systems to go to the
My
next
whole thing.
level.
That's my whole thing. If they don't have that potential, then we're gonna be sitting on the south side.
But you
doing nothing.
scaring them
But
before
the
you even
potential
realize
might
that
not
they
be
got
realized.
potential or not.
But
So here's
I
the
know
thing.
I'm pushing you to go to your potential. Okay, you want to be this.
No,
Okay,
sis,
babe,
you're
let's
pushing
go.
them
Let's
away.
go
You're
do.
not pushing
Let's
You
Right.
go
pushing
do.
them.
them away.
You pushing
Let's
them
go do.
away.
Let's go get a
You're not.
business
You
plan.
pushing them in the
Oh
wrong
no, I don't want to
direction.
go get a business plan right now. Oh, I'm gonna wait until
They're
we
not
get.
Okay,
thinking about.
so you
They
taking
want
help
they
me
want to
to
meet you authentically. They don't want you to look at them as a transaction, as a business
Thank
transaction. They
you.
don't want to be
But
viewed that
it's
way.
a
They want to be viewed
partnership.
as a human.
Now we not being a
Oh my
partnership.
God.
We being a
So
You see, the
here's
thing
the
is,
thing.
you
Here's
got
the
to
biggest
get
thing
to
I learned
that
in business.
level.
Here's the biggest thing I learned in business. When you talk to people that are millionaires, when you talk to people that are broke, at the end of the day, you are talking to a human being that's a person.
That
So who
started.
am I
Yep.
to try to think that I could talk to Wit any differently than I would talk to you? Because at the end of the day, there's a core soul of Wit, and there's a
Mhm.
core soul of you.
Come on,
I,
sis.
Mhm.
as a person, as a human, if we want to make America better, if we want to get in better relationships, we have to get to the core of who people are. And if we're
I
not
am
doing
humble,
that, and we're
y'all.
judging
I'm
them
very
based on
humble.
preconceived, and let me finish real quick, because the potential that Whit is describing to us was a situation where it took years to kind of realize for her to morph into a millionaire. If you've been dating a person for 6 months, you are not going to realize this potential. You haven't given it enough time for it to morph into anything.
And you also help when help is asked for. See, we don't know how to be a real partnership and a real help, because what we try to go in
So
and
ghetto.
fix something, and they might not want you to fix it. You know what I mean?
So
So
I'm
we
supposed to
sitting here
sit here
trying
for
to.
17 years until you want to get to the right.
No, it didn't take me.
She didn't do
No, it didn't
17
take me
years,
for
is what she's
It
telling you.
didn't take her.
Okay.
She used,
No,
yeah.
it took.
You,
I
yeah,
said we've been together for 7 years, girl. It didn't
If
take
you
me
run
17 years
if
for
you
anything.
run a
But
man a list of things that you are looking for on within the first 2 or 3 months, they're gonna automatically see this as a gold digging opportunity.
yeah,
They gonna you've done it too early. Like you haven't got. Like I said, you got to get to the core of their soul. You got to penetrate
and
that
then
person of who they are. Find out what their value
you
system.
got to
These things are invaluable. Like you can't buy this. Refill that
and stop trying to
glass. But
teach somebody
right.
and stop trying
Water order because you
stop
need
try,
it.
stop trying to teach somebody something and maybe just be, because sometimes we just need somebody
Okay,
to be
so
by our
just
side.
exist. So just be there.
No, that's not it. That's
No.
right. Be some. You can be more than just existing, but you can be somebody's cheerleader. Like if they come to you with an idea, that doesn't mean that you need to run with it and breaking it down. Well, you need to get this, and you need to get that, and you need to
right.
get this, you need to do this, you
That'll
need to
turn
do
them
that.
off.
Why you ain't doing this? Why that turns people to totally off. If you say, you know what, you got it, you can do anything. You can.
You're
Do you
chewing at the
need
big
my
picture. You're chewing at the big picture when that person needs you to digest that into smaller
just
steps. Remember,
thank you.
you're helping to carry out the vision. He's
I
just
think
told you
y'all are
what the
getting me
vision was.
confused though. I don't go. I'm not a person that is gonna. I'm putting it down their throat. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying, hey,
You scaring us though.
okay, you're saying you want to get. I'm sorry.
You scaring us though. I'm just
I'm
I'm
not
just
saying
messing.
that I'm but
Oh, you serious?
why you have a dream. My sense, how I operate, and this is personally, I've gone, this is what I have done for myself. If I wanted something, I've gone to pursue it. I've gone to build a brand. I'm wanting to build a brand. If you're wanting something, why are you not wanting to bid? Like, why is me saying,
Because
okay?
You have a
If
different
I
everybody
hunger
is
than
not
they
know,
like
have.
you.
listen to me. If I
Right.
know,
Everybody's not like you.
but listen, if I know the process, if I know how, let's see, let me take something that I know. I know how, I'm a sewer, I'm a designer, I'm a seamstress. If I know how to design and construct a dress, and someone says, okay, I want to learn how to construct a dress, why would it be, why wouldn't I say, okay, let me try to help you design this dress, because I know
You
the process.
you want
I
to know
know
why?
how to get
You want
there.
you want me to answer your question?
Did they ask you?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna answer your question. When we talk about fashion and styles, you know how to sew a certain type of fabric, a certain type of outfit. But what my
No,
vision is,
I know.
hold on, let me finish.
Hold
What
on.
my vision is, fashion is always trendy.
Mm.
This person that you're talking to has the next trend wave. But because you just know how to purchase fabrics and they're in creativity mode, like they're all the time in creativity mode, it sounds like what you need to be saying is you stay in creativity mode. I'll handle the operation side and making this vision happen. Boom, it comes together as $1 million
But
business.
are you? But okay, I understand. But are you at?
But are you shooting down his neck? I know logistics. I know how to
Thank
get this
you.
done.
No,
And you're
no,
taking him
I'm
out of
saying, okay, if
creativity
I
mode.
know the background, if I know
But
this
hold that to yourself. Don't
formation,
tell him that.
then let me.
But
Let
see,
me.
the thing is, but you
You coming
realize
out
that
with
that
guns
could be a little
blazing,
bit
and you don't even have
overbearing,
to come to
though.
the fight with guns. Like it's not even necessary.
Right.
It's just like, oh, okay. Like I'm listening. I want you to keep talking. Keep telling me about what you see. What your vision is. What the trends you're seeing.
Thank you.
Let them
You
talk. People are
let
more
them
comfortable
talk.
and will open up to you more. I've learned this in pharma sales. If I can go into an office with a doctor and they talk majority of the time, I will have much more success in getting them to write my product than me going
Yeah.
to the office and saying, here's all the information. I need for you to do this. Here's why you need to do this. The more
But I'm
I
not
talk,
saying
the
I
less,
need for
the
you to
less
do
place I
this.
get.
That's not what I'm saying. I need for you to go and do this. I'm just saying, yeah, well, for future reference, I know how to do whatever. So when you need
Sometimes
me,
we have to.
I know
Oh, Jesus.
what you need to do. I'm not saying we gonna go and do this. We gonna go and do that. All right, we gonna about to get this business plan. All right, we gonna get this fabric, and it's gonna be like mine. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying when you are ready, I know what to do. I am being your neck. I know how to guide you. I know
Oh,
what to do. I know what to do.
whoa!
You
Wait!
are the
Hold on,
head. I get that you are the head, sir.
Okay,
But I
so
know how to guide you.
Kendall, mute everybody for a split second.
I'm gonna mute myself.
I mute myself. Hell.
We're gonna mute for all for just a split second. So here's what I want us to do is have a robust conversation. And I don't want us to spend a lot of time in one place. Because when we talk about single and ready to mingle, there's a lot of places to park at and to talk about, right? And so when we're unpackaging the climate of the world, so I'm thinking about like we just had an election that some persons thought was rigged. We now have a new presidential candidate. We've been through a lot of racial injustices going on. It's now becoming the center of a topic that you need to kind of ask a person that you're talking to. What are your political views? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on asking someone, or what are your thoughts on dating someone that has opposite political views? Could you date someone that is a hardcore Trump supporter? Are you only dating a person that's truly a Democrat? Like, are you open to Republican views? So could you date someone that has opposite political views? Kendall, keep them on mute. We're gonna start with Maya first, because Kira gonna go for 5 hours. So open up Maya for me, Kendall, and then we'll move to Kira, and then we'll come to you with.
That's a good question. Honestly, I'm gonna say I might not, as they say, don't knock it till you try it. I mean, I might not, as of right now, the way things have went or are going, no, I wouldn't, because their view is not, we're not, we won't be on the same page. But I do know people, married couples, some are Democrat, some are Republican. It's a house divided. But me personally, nah, not right now.
Okay. I want to hear from you. Kira told me to skip her.
Jesus. Anyway.
Yeah, I can. Because I usually have the opposing view anyway. So that's not a problem for me, because my thing is, for a person, I need to if you can get me to understand, don't try to change my view, but if I can understand your view, and I can respect your view, you know what I mean? I may have my own thought process, about what I feel that may be right or wrong or things of that nature, but I can respect somebody else's view, and go from there. Because sometimes if we understand somebody else's view, we can't just say, we can't put everybody into a box
Yep.
and go, because you support this, then you have to be this type of person. I can't do that to that person. So I need to understand maybe why this is your view. Now, if this is your view
Yep.
because I'm not okay with, then we got a problem. But if it is something that is just your financial thought process, your whatever process, then I can get that.
So for me, a thought that always comes to my mind is that I would never, when I'm in interviews and they ask me, what do you think about teams and group work? And the first thing I tell them is I would never work in a team of people just like me. Would never. And the reason being is because in order for me to understand globally, I need to understand all perspectives. And so, granted, at the end of the day, and this is going to be my political view, I hope I don't get shot off of the show for this, right? So I think Trump is crazy. I thought the whole time we had him in office, it was just a crazy shit show. It was uneasy for me as an African-American black male.
Absolutely.
But here's what I did do. I didn't spend my time focusing on why I hated Trump so much. I then turned to some of my time to figuring out, why do people like him so much?
Come on.
Like, how do people get that brainwashed with him, right? And so if you think about the big picture, this is like huge picture, and we're not going into a political conversation. I'm one of those people, I'm open to all conversation. And matter of fact, if I'm having a drink at the bar, if I'm anywhere and somebody has an opposing political view, I'm open to the conversation. And the reason being is because we talk about support black businesses, right? We talk about make sure you spend your money in the black community. If you look at Trump, that's the same thing he's saying for America. But we yet have issues with that. He's basically saying keep the money in America.
Yeah,
but we
come on.
have so much issues with the way because this is presentation of it. Don't get me wrong. Trump has came across that stage and scared me many days. I've never watched CNN so much in my lifetime until he became president. But we talked about earlier the core of a person. Where is the core of him going? That's where it's going. Do I think it's the most effective method? Absolutely not. Because at the end of the day, we end up hurting and shutting out so many people to get towards that. And I'm a people person. I just could not imagine somebody going up to an 85-year-old and saying, this medication you need to live, like based on healthcare and approaches to that, you can't tell them they can live, like they can't afford it. So I'm open to it. Wait, hold on 1 second, because I want to go around real quick, because we've been taking time going back and forth. I want to make sure we're going around.
Okay.
Kira, do you have an opinion on this as well? No, it's okay.
Yeah, I understand the way that some of his dialogue is wrong. The way he completely says things is asinine. But did he turn this into a business mindset? He did. He looked at this economy as a business transaction. Y'all saying this is business partnership, he turned it into a business. No, it did not. It was not delivered correctly. No, none of it was delivered correctly.
Ever.
The way he said anything was delivered correctly. However, did he turn some stuff around? Heck yeah, he turned some stuff around. I don't agree with the orange man. I'm not down with the orange man. I get it. But did he turn some things around? Yeah, he did. He did.
And that's what we refuse to acknowledge.
That's what we refuse to acknowledge because of the way it's coming out.
Yeah.
It's
a scary acknowledgement for a lot of people.
It's coming out as very business. It's coming out. If you dated a New Yorker, you're not going to like the way that he talked to you. However, some of the shit that he say is going to be correct. some of the stuff that some people do not know how to say things. Yes. However, it came off, it worked at the end. So as far as Democrat versus Republican, I ain't. We was in a whole panorama, and I don't know what was happening.
Right.
So
we skipped 2020. Like no event happened in 2020.
I don't know what was happening. I couldn't tell you what was happening. I just know I made masks, and that was it. So I mean, as far as political,
Kira, you got 10 seconds, and I got to go to Wick because we got to start shutting this thing down.
I mean, I cannot. If we are always in disagreement, if we watch the news, then that's going to be an unhappy home. We are not equally yoked. No. No.
Wick, don't do that. Don't do that, Wick. Just go back to your question that you was going to ask. I don't need your face to rest emotionally there. Stay with me. What was your question?
No, that does. Now I know I understand that you're saying that, we're not equally yoked as far as financial wise. That means that.
Kira, you digging yourself in a hole now.
Can we move back?
Go ahead.
Can we move back to
What's your question for Lee with?
Move back to Whitney. Kira, mute your mic.
I don't even know.
Yeah, I'm muted.
Oh,
I don't even know.
Okay.
But
so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do one more question, and we're gonna do one more question, and we're gonna close this thing on out. So one of the biggest things I think about in my singleness, and when I talk to people about, so the question is always asked, when are you gonna get married? And so my mindset is, when I'm ready. Like my life is not bad. I'm looking, literally want to say, I'm looking at your life. It looks a little sad. It needs a little life. My single life has life. Like, I have friends that I adore that are just like right there for me if I ever need anything. We travel. We do life together. Like, we have fun. So for me, my single perspective is a little different. It's not a rush into a commitment of marriage, because there are plenty of people that are married unhappy, just like there are plenty of people that are single unhappy. The goal is to find you in that happy space. So my question is, and this comes up probably often, that we always preach this message of self-care. Always make sure you're taking care of yourself. Make sure you're going to doing this, doing that, So, and the other part of self-care is that it now becomes a financial budget line. So if you're doing your budget, and all you have to spend is $50 for the month of June on self-care. And Kendall, if you need my help, I am on question number 5. If you had $50 to spend for the month of June on self-care, what would you spend your money on? $50. And I'm going to kick this question off first to Maya to respond. See, Kira, her nails. She only got 2 nails done for $50.
Yeah, she already. Honestly, listen, I would go get me some Dr. Teal's bath salt.
Okay.
And good candle, from Bath and Body Works, because I'll keep Bath and Body Works coupons. So, bam, that's what I do. I have me that's it.
Okay. So, Kira, you're giving a lot of emotions. Your nails are talking. Your hair is whipping back and forth. We want to know. Please unmute her, Kendall, if you can.
She failed because she already at 150.
Girl, wait a minute, because I do my own hair, so that's about $30. That's about $30.
So, pause, Kira. I want to preface this for you as a moment. Remember, we're talking about men being intimidated. There's also women looking up to you that want to be inspired by you, but because they don't have the money that you have, they're looking for a starting point. They don't want to feel less than you in this moment. They want to know, from your perspective, if they only have $50.
But here's the thing, that's the whole thing about
you weren't always rich, Kira. You weren't always rich.
That's the whole thing about intimidation. People think that I'm rich. Like I said, I'm on capital in. Okay, I know where I'm at.
Walk us through how you spend that $50. I just preface it for that.
I guess I I guess on my nails, and then I got $10 left. I can spend it. I can do Amazon eyelashes. Boom.
So nails and eyelashes. No, and please don't laugh, because honestly, at the end of the day, this is your opinion, this is your thoughts. I don't want anybody to take anything, because there is somebody watching this show that is saying, I need to feel beautiful again. What are the two things that I can do to make myself feel beautiful again? Boom, let me knock out $50. Let me do some nails and eyelashes. You've inspired the person
because nails you can go, you can skip a few. You can go skip a few. Hair and eyelashes.
Hair and eyelashes.
Mm-hmm.
What $50 hairstyle you got? Because the barbershop don't be working.
This right here.
Okay.
This.
Okay.
This was $30. I told you. If you want a how-to, it's on YouTube.
What's your thoughts?
This nigga, excuse me.
I was sitting here trying to figure that out for let's see. So we're talking about self-care. So we're talking about self-care and make it for body self or mental self.
Whatever self-care is for you. Mental is important as well.
Right. So
I'll answer the question at the end as well.
Okay. So if for self-care for myself, there's always something that you can purchase for yourself for $50. You know what I mean? So whatever that thing is that is special to you. So if candles is your thing, then get you some candles. Socks is my thing. So maybe a fresh pair of whatever socks, because I like socks. You know what I mean? So I think whatever it is, your thing that you could do simply for yourself with that $50 is that's what you should do. If you want to take yourself out for lunch with that $50, then do that. So I don't know exactly what I personally, would do with that 50, but it's something that is important to you that's going to make you smile at the end of the day. If it's downloading the newest
we talking about
that
you.
Just
We
came
ain't
out.
ask you for everybody else. What about Wit?
And then as for me, what about
what you gonna do with this
Whit is
$50? You're a
going-
millionaire, but I need you to humble yourself to the day when you want
I'm
a
trying to
millionaire.
figure it out.
We'll
I
figure that
found a
out.
book.
We'll come back to you if we need to.
A book.
A book, okay?
A book.
So you ran down my list. So for me, I would take myself on something outdoor, whether it is to the beach, hike, something with nature to clear my mind and my thoughts. That's absolutely free for the most part. Maybe gas, $10 in gas. On top of that, Whit, you hit on one of my things. Oh, that's a good damn vibrator. Oh, good God, $50. So, sure, you might can get it for half off on eBay. And you still got $25 more to go, sure. So for me, like I said, the hike or something beach related with water and waves helps me to reset. Definitely something self-care wise on the book reading to educate myself, to renew my thoughts, get new thoughts, new ideas, new understandings. And then, so I'm now probably, and then I would take myself to some type of lunch because dinner portions are always expensive. And then the last portion of that, what I would spend it on would probably be something, I'm going to skip a haircut on this time frame, but typically that would be the whole $50 plus. But since so I would probably spend it on something like a manicure, something to just give back to myself where I can just be pampered and just sit back. Okay, so are there any last comments? And I will start, and we'll do a kind of a round robin to everybody. I have enjoyed this moment with you all. I think this was a good group of people with definitely diverse thinking, which is something I love to see. I love to have open dialogue. I hope through our conversation tonight that no one felt judged for their thoughts. No one felt less than. No one felt attacked. I hope that my earnest prayer, because even when I came upon this opportunity, I had a prayer about it. I was like, oh, they really requested me. Like, okay, let me make sure I'm mentally ready for this. My prayer was that we move the needle in helping somebody tonight that needed that boost, that might have shared the same thoughts and opinions that one of the four of us shared tonight, and just needed that additional information on how to move forward with it. My hopes and prayers is that they learn that through tonight. So those are my final comments. Maya, I feel like it is your turn. Oh, I'm trying to get used to this camera thing on this iPad. So Maya, it's your turn.
I don't have a comment in particular, but I enjoyed the experience. I enjoyed hearing the opinions, seeing the different comments. I enjoyed the chime in with Whitney. Like, that's some good wisdom right there. That's pretty much it. And as MT said, I pray and hope that somebody did get something out of this great debate.
Kira, I want to hear from you next. We're coming down Kira's Avenue.
Me? Okay, yeah.
On 95 North going to Florida.
Florida. Byway.
We're going to Florida on 95 North from North Carolina.
Byway of Pennsylvania.
We're going to get there once we hit one of these states and realize we're at the end of 95. Okay. We're going to get there.
Scenic route. I appreciate all of the feedback. I do. I take feedback and criticism very, very well. I appreciate all of the comments, questions, and concerns. Just remember, you are smart, you are kind, you are wise, you are important, you are enough for you.
You would do your quote. That's cute.
I would. That's how I end everything. Okay. So I appreciate it.
You want me to make up one too?
Follow me on Instagram, KP the Great 1988. Follow me on Snapchat.
Kira, this is not your social media moment. So what we're not going to do is just that. It's not about you. It's a million people that need to be inspired by you. We'll shout you out in the comment section. That'll be more impactful than that.
It's always
Kendall, put Kira on mute. Bring Wit on, because Wit is my new friend.
Hi guys. Okay. My closing remarks would be, since we're talking about being single and ready to mingle, is that if it's okay to be single. A lot of times people don't look at single people and think that there's something wrong with them or something, whatever. It is okay to be single. It is okay to know self. It's okay to be self-actualizing. It's okay to grow you, and as you grow you and as you shine you, then if somebody gravitates to your magnetic pull, right time. So there's no need to force yourself to be in a position that you don't need to be in. It's all right being single. Let's go. It's okay. That's all I got for today.
And I love it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to bring the host of Grown Folk Wednesdays back to us, and they're going to help us close this thing out. You all have been phenomenal. I've enjoyed my moments. Lifetime moments that I will remember forever. So definitely bring on Ray and Crystal.
Oh, sorry. We were
so entertained.
I was about to say, like,
shout out to Bamboo. #Bamboo.
Thank you guys so much.
Hold on. We're gonna address something real quick.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Oh, okay. All right, Mr. Riley.
You know what I'm saying? Damn it, I didn't get time to talk at all.
You done set up and everything.
Shout out to our Lady of Wisdom, Miss Whitney Guyton. Okay,
no, that's my soul soother, sir.
Yes, shout out to her. Okay,
yes.
If it weren't for you, okay, none of this would be possible, Whitney. Okay, God saw fit that you would come on.
Come on, sir. Oh, I'm sorry.
No power.
Sarah, come on now.
No.
Yo, that was an amazing show. Ladies and gentlemen, we will have a part 2.
To the single and ready to mingle.
To the single and ready. Why Kira and Tyrone's eyes get big? Yes,
Kira might not come back.
It's okay. It's okay.
Coming back.
Kira, I want you to come back with me, okay? Please. I'm gonna grab you by your hands virtually. Give me your hand, Kira. We're gonna join this thing together.
What y'all telling me your mouth?
Come back
With a
next
ring
week.
of Miss Mingle.
Yo, this
No, we
Come
really
back
do
with the ring of
appreciate
this
you
nigga.
guys coming on the show and handling things.
man, that was man. Let me tell y'all something. We ate dinner. We had a
Yes.
couple of drinks while y'all was doing this. I was standing over there. Chris was over there. We used the bathroom a couple of times. I mean, even Marissa.
This is my second soul soother
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah, this is Marissa. She's a part of the Grown Folks Wednesday team behind the scenes. Again, Kendall, I can't thank you enough. It's man, this right here was amazing, guys. Yes, yeah, there he is. He put it all together. He put this all together, y'all. All the way. Okay, so we got New York, we have New Jersey, we have 2 Raleighs, and we have Suffolk, Virginia, right here as well. So we're literally all over the East Coast right now.
Cali in here.
You know what I mean? Yeah, we are literally all over the East Coast. So I can't say to you guys enough. Thank you for joining us tonight. And again, ladies, gentlemen, I can't say enough. This was amazing. I'm gonna say it again. We had dinner, we had drinks. We was feeling what people do to us. Like we was like, would they shut the hell up? Or man, no, girl, no, or no. Let me tell you something, bro. No, Tyrone, damn, he right. Damn, Whitney, she gave us some knowledge. Kiara, I mean, come on, Kiara, you ain't gotta say that. Maya, yo, you right. Like we were saying all that, like we were feeling y'all. You know what I'm saying? We were feeling y'all. Like it was good. Mercy, you got something to say? Go ahead, Mercy.
I just wanted to wish everyone and all the viewers a happy Pride Month this month. It means a lot to me and my family and a lot of my close friends, and I'm a huge supporter. And I just hope that you all are living your best lives and living your truths and finding your way.
Absolutely.
I'm just gonna jump in real quick. We gotta go to the comment of the day. I'm gonna put that back up there real quick. I just gotta do that. I'm sorry. I just gotta put that back up there.
Where's the lie?
That was almost.
See what had happened when that comment came across?
What's that?
When that comment came across, I was like, "Oh, okay. We got a part 2 coming up."
Cause that rose,
Keeping it fresh while single.
What'd you say, Kira? What'd you say?
cause that rose is something serious. Y'all don't know about that. That's okay.
Send us the link to the product.
So, ladies and gentlemen, again, next week's topic, we're doing a part 2. We tried to do part 1. Clearly, somebody was, just talking.
We'll see y'all next week.
And talking.
But we'll see y'all next week.
And yeah, hey, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. We have a YouTube channel out. Yes, please like. If you missed it, you want to see it again, just go to YouTube. The Raleighs Present Grown Folk Wednesdays. It's on YouTube, of course, here on Facebook. Man, that was amazing. And I had a whole Heineken. I had some bamboo. We had water.
Lit.
I mean,
Air.
You lit.
Again, ladies, gentlemen, I can't thank you enough. This was an amazing show. We were going to do another topic next week, but Tyrone, are you down for next week?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Are y'all ready for next week? That's the question.
He said,
I'm
unless I'm
always
not
ready. Don't
Maya, you good next week?
What you say? The North is different than the South?
Yeah. See where I'm from, we
Okay.
don't do a lot of this stuff.
So wait, I know you're on here. Are you ready for next week?
We need you at 8:30 with. We don't need you to, and we need you to be on your cellular connection, not your Wi-Fi.
Yes. I got
We
you.
need you.
I got you.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I got you.
So as we
Thank you,
close,
guys.
Ray,
yeah,
don't
thank you
forget
so
to
much.
give Kira a moment to shout out her 12 social media names because she
Go
was
right
trying to
ahead,
take
Kira, go
part
right
of
ahead.
every opportunity she could tonight.
That's Instagram, KP the Great. 5.
See?
That's
She only know 'em all.
Snapchat, KP the Great. I don't know what it is. On what I was saying, I just took my lashes off. It's past my bedtime.
Put 'em all in the
TikTok
comments.
is KP the Great 1950. I don't know, but just type in KP
Next.
the Great and that's where you
Next.
gonna find me.
Yes. Put them in the
Put them
comments.
in the comments. All right. And as we always close with a prayer. Thank you, God, for today. Thank
Absolutely.
you, God, for life, health, strength. Thank you, God, for laughter. Thank you, God, for comments. Thank God for understanding. Thank God nobody just getting a fist fight and an argument, cussing each other out.
Thank you, God, for knowledge.
Yes, thank you, God, for knowledge. Thank you, God, for just wisdom, understanding. God, as we go through another week, we ask God to bless everyone that was watching, is watching, and always will be watching. Thank you, guys. We love you guys. And let the church say,
Amen.
Amen. Peace, God.